Look, I've fixed glare a million times for videos, but this is giving me issues. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Wolfpack. The reason behind today's video is because this glare just irks me. Usually you can fix a glare with a polarizer or an ND filter. One of those will usually work out pretty well. That's the first step. Second step is I've also done this right here. So this is a double diffusion. So there is a white diffused layer in here in the Aputure 600C that I'm using, and then I've also got this extra white screen, and when you combine a double diffusion plus an ND filter, usually that problem will go away. But now we have to take on a third step because there is this, look at this shot right here. See, normally I don't send clients like 100% final. It will be like a 98% final image. I don't even send any kind of teasers or anything because it's just, this is the closest to the end product and that's the image that they're gonna see. But the thing is, when I send that 98%, what usually makes the changes for the last 2% is some kind of like logo change or any kind of text changes, or I'll leave it blank, and then that way we have flexibility to adjust that in post. But the last thing I do is just go through it one more time. I kind of take a day or two to just go back and look at it because sometimes you miss things. Just like when you're, writing and everything, when you come back to that draft, you see things differently. And there's that one particular shot is like the opening shot. And I wasn't happy with it to begin with, so I was gonna fix it regardless, but I'm like, what can I do to do this right? And there's only one way we can fix that. So we are gonna hang out today and fix this final shot once and for all. Step one to doing that is clearing out this table for the final shot that I showed you, I think a couple days ago when I showed you this entire setup. So we're gonna clean this all up again one more time and then bring out all the cards again. But we're gonna do this right. Now the good thing is I am shipping this game back out, so this is something that I need to do anyway, plus I need to get ready for the next video, so this actually works out. Side note too, if you ever happen to ship things back to another creator or publisher, please make life easy for them. See here, this is gonna be shipped back across, it's gonna go pretty far. And we're gonna tape all these shipping containers, that way the lid doesn't slide off. And I'm also gonna make a little tab here with tape and fold this back. That way when they take off the tape, it's gonna be super easy for them. Do these things because it will make the person receiving your games very happy. Now that is not to say, by the way, that Bezier doesn't do this. They actually package this super well, so huge thank you, Jay, if you happen to be watching this. Okay, it looks like this fix was much easier than I thought it'd be. So what I did was I turned off the big main light. I also closed off all of the blackout curtains. And then now I'm just using a really simple setup, something kind of is my go-to, which is one light bar right in the middle. Now you'll see here how there's still a glare up top, but for the final shot, this is going to be a top-down shot like this. So you can see how the light is really nice and beautiful, and it creates a gradient going from strong light to soft light. This is a really dreamy look overall, and to make it even better, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add on this diffuser to the light. Now you can also use bed sheets. I used to use them all the time. It just doesn't look very professional if you show up on set with some bed sheets. So these are some just filming diffusion sheets, which are super cheap, like 27 bucks. So I'll leave a link down below in case you want to try it out. But this is gonna wrap around that light to make it a bit softer. Now this light too is the Aputure Infinity Bar. It's a pretty fancy light bar. You may not get the same even distribution of light, and also you can play around with this a ton. I can adjust the color temperature. Right now this is on 4500. I'm actually gonna bring it a little bit warmer. It's around 40, let's do 3800. So see how it turns a little bit more orange. The white lights are okay if you're going for a more clean, sterile look, but for me, I've been preferring a little bit warmer lighting lately. And if you use other light bars, you may not get that same cleanliness, but for at least for a professional look, you're definitely will not go wrong with some Infinity Bars. Okay, now this is already on 100% intensity, so I don't want to wrap it around too much, and maybe a couple folds like that. And this actually should be pretty good. I know in this particular camera, the DJI Osmo, there's still a strong streak over here, but in the final look, which I'm using the 24 to 70, I'm gonna put this on a gimbal actually, and I'm also using a polarizer and really reduce that glare. So in camera, dreamy lighting right now. Not a single glare in sight, everything super soft, and it just makes that really nice gradient as it falls off to become darker over here and then brighter towards the top. This card right here, I think it's like 7th continent, super dark, it just looks black. So it looks like there's actually no card here. We're gonna switch this out with a brighter card, and let's just pick Azul to go right smack in the middle. So I'm gonna go ahead and record on the Game Makers right in the middle, and we're gonna do a spin out. Beautiful. Let's just keep us as stable as possible. Inconsistent movement, so we're gonna go back and do it again. What I need to do is actually just pause for a second on there, just so I have a couple of frames still. So we're gonna pause right here. 1, 2, 3. Nope, inconsistent. Shaky. Okay, let's try again. Perfect. Okay, we'll do one more just for extra safety. Okay, I think that's it. All right, Wolfpack, that is it for me today. I hope you all learned something. Thanks for hanging out with me as I go through my trials and tribulations of going through perfecting these videos. So thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to the very end, go ahead and comment worth it, because it is always worth it to get that final shot, because ultimately this lives on forever online. So might as well do your best and put your best foot forward. So with that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow morning.